People say I ain't no good, and I'm crazy as a loon. Cause I shave my head in the morning, pick guitar in the afternoon. Just like old Chief and Charlie, I like to lay around in the shade. Well, I ain't got no money, but you better believe I got it made. Cause I ain't asking nobody for nothing if I can't get it on my own. If you don't like the way I'm living, just leave this bald-headed country boy alone.
What's up, folks? Thanks for tuning in to the Josh Terry Podcast. We're doing our second show here today at Cotton Field Grill. I had to look at the fucking sign again. I'm dyslexic. For all you guys, well, you'll figure out in a minute, I'm dyslexic anyway, but I feel like I have a learning disorder that just nobody ever told me about. I get so self-conscious about sponsors' names or whatever. I screw them up because I'm overthinking it, and I have to stare at them while I'm reading them. So, that being said, welcome back to Cotton Field Grill. And I got Mr. Kevin here with me, you heard earlier today. And Kevin, I want you to introduce everybody and tell them what we're sitting here doing right now.
We've got the Alabama Homegrown Moonshiners here. They're doing a meet and greet.
Jimbo Bray.
Mike Burdett.
Yeah, Kenneth Apple, NASCAR modified race car driver.
Bullfrog.
Bullfrog, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to fucking like you. I just have a feeling that we're going to get along. If y'all might not end up liking me, but me and you, you look like the kind of guy I could do some moonshine and drugs with. I'm just letting you know.
Let me jump in here real fast. I mean, hey, look, if you got $100 in your flip-flop for bail money or some kind of shit, because you got to be careful going off a Bullfrog, I can tell you that.
Oh, dude.
Ain't that true?
These are my people.
Don't be a hater.
This
Don't
already.
be a hater.
I am already okay with this. Yeah. So, Kevin, kind of tell them a little about what everybody's doing here right now with the moonshine stuff, and then guys, I want to know where y'all are from to start off with.
Well, I'm Jimbo Bray, and I'm from Carbon Hill.
Okay. Is that in Alabama?
Alabama, Walker County.
Okay.
Down there, I went to school there. After school, I went to work for the utility board, water, gas, and sewer. Learned how to make moonshine with my grandpa when I was 12.
That's cool.
Went in the woods. And after retired from work there, I was on city council. And then I become mayor. And,
oh my God!
Whole time making
Jimbo's the
moonshine.
mayor.
That's how the shit gets started.
That's how the shit gets started. That's exactly.
Man, if you ain't from fucking where I'm from, I don't know who is. That's the most Eastman, Georgia shit I've ever heard in my life.
Vote for him before I vote for Biden, I promise you.
Yeah, hell yes.
Jimbo for president.
Man,
That.
there's a whole lot longer list. Hey, I'm not a Biden guy at all. I do not like him. There's a whole lot more people I would vote for from him before I would ever even save him from a fucking fire. But so how'd you get involved with all this?
My grandfather.
Yeah.
Basically, it comes down to him learning the heritage, fifth generation moonshiner.
Do you still do the same recipe that he would do?
I've got one of them that I do.
No shit. That's cool, man.
And then I got on Master Distiller Moonshiners. And the very first one to win it.
That was like the one that was like the spinoff of Moonshiners, right?
That's correct. I won with Pineapple Express.
Okay.
My wife come up with the name of it.
Yeah.
We hashed out a recipe. And a funny story. We made this shine running. The first night we got in there drinking it, my wife thought I was mad. Didn't love her no more, gonna run her off, telling the dog this. Sloppy drunk, just crying.
That's just me on Jack Daniels.
The next night we got back in that jar and was drinking it. She just loved everybody. She said, this shit'll make you express yourself on it. I said, yeah. So that's how Pineapple Express name come up with. And that's what they done a limited run at Sugarland Distillery.
With you being the first one that won the Master Distiller, did you ever get a chance to be around the fella Tickle?
Do what now?
The fella Tickle?
Oh, I've met all of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got drunk on a farm with him at an event down in Ryan, Georgia.
Now,
God
Mike
bless
here, he knows him well.
Do you?
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, let me tell you, I'll
Max
never in
another
my life
master
drink with him ever again.
What number was
Well,
I
not a
don't
bad
remember.
dude, but shit, the amount of alcohol.
Why?
I'm an asshole, but there's bigger ones in this world. I'll put it out.
I think I got voted as being one earlier today.
He did.
But Mike, now he's another master distiller.
Yeah.
What number was I don't even remember.
Yeah.
You know.
You just get to say you're the first one. That's all that
Hey,
matters.
they always remember that first one and last one. All them in between just fly by nighters.
That's what most of
Fly-by-nighters.
my exes say anyway.
Yeah, that's what he tells me. Fly by nighter. I mean, really?
Yeah, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful to the fella. You ever run up on somebody when they're already drunk and you ain't drunk yet and have to deal with them?
Oh, yeah. It's like me having to deal with him every day.
Hell yeah.
Well, hell, I had a badge for 25 years before I retired.
You was a police officer?
For 25
Oh,
years.
you was got to be crooked. I know I would have been. You doing moonshine afterwards? Come on now.
Oh, yeah, man.
That
Yeah.
ought to tell you something right there about
Well, you know
holiness.
what? Hey, I'm working on my retirement. I got to supplement the income.
Hell
Right?
yeah.
You see
What
what I'm
about
saying?
when you
Yeah.
first started? Is that how you supplemented it?
It shouldn't say that crime doesn't pay. It should go the other way around. That's the way I've always looked at it.
Exactly.
I've seen too many movies about drug dealers that made me think about it. I've been poor most of my life. I'd rather not be that way, so I'd rather do whatever the hell I got to do. So how'd you get into it then?
Actually, it basically mirrors Jimbo's story. My granddad, I'm a third generation moonshiner. I've got a legal brand. December the 11th, we make in Birmingham, Alabama, and it'll be 2 years old, K-Bug, which is named in honor of my daughter. And
That's cool.
I want to take just a minute to explain K-Bug. K-Bug come about, she died in my arms at 13 years old.
Damn, dude, I'm sorry.
And I was a paramedic. I was a deputy sheriff. I was the whole 9 yards. Public safety is what I did my whole entire life. And she died in my arms. And when we had the opportunity, I actually aired on Moonshiners season 10. Tim and Howard come and bought some corn for me. And I live in East Central Alabama, down around Cheehaw Mountain.
Okay.
That's where I'm born and raised, and that's where I'm from. And we filmed that, and then it was like the next step is I had a chance to go legal, and then I had a chance to be on Master Distillers, and by the grace of God, I won the firefighter challenge. I entered against 2 other firefighters from Ohio and Tennessee, and I showed them old boys how to make some moonshine.
Hell yeah.
I skint their ass up. Now you stay out of this. You stay out of this.
Can you explain to me, or all y'all, because I think it's only the taxes. What's the difference in being legal, like going legal and making your own? Just
Well,
having to pay the tax on it?
Yeah, you know what? The federal government don't care. You know what? It's $13.50 per proof gallon of liquor. If you give them $13.50
Per proof gallon?
per proof gallon, $13.50.
100 proof.
100 proof liquor. They get $13.50, and they don't give a running rat butt what you do from that point. They could care less.
I thought it had to be, or maybe I'm just completely wrong with all this. I thought for it to be legally sold, it had to be like certain proof had to be something. It had to be all kind of shit to it. It wasn't just the
Well,
taxes.
and you bring that up. Once you go above 100,
Yeah.
the dollars go up.
Ah.
That ratio goes up. So everybody, that's why if you'll notice, you go to the liquor store, Jim Beam, Jack Daniels,
Everything's 100
Tim
proof
Smith's
or
Climax
below.
Or
Moonshine,
90 proof to 100.
Yeah.
90, but they stay under that 100 mark because when you get to 100, them numbers go up.
Then you'll see about $10 price jump.
Yeah, instead of $13.50, you're talking about $23.50.
I don't think I've ever bought anything from the liquor store besides I used to get this Wild Turkey 101. I think that's the only
Makes
thing
sense now. The 101.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that's the only
Exactly.
time I
Screwed
ever
from the time
think.
you walk in the door.
Yeah, no wonder shit costs so damn much.
Exactly.
And
That
beat
makes
the
sense.
hell out of you at that.
It's
That's the
taxes,
reason
man.
why.
It's taxes. But, you know, hey, we just, Jimbo, Johnny, me, we partnered up and we created Alabama Homegrown. And we just today, and we're going to break the news right here and right
we can do
now.
that.
Hell yeah.
We just today entered into an agreement, and we're going to be making moonshine in Coleman County, Alabama, in the next 90 days.
That's
Yes.
cool.
That's awesome.
We are going.
That is so
We're going to be
awesome. That
making.
is
cool,
awesome.
dude.
We just entered into a agreement. We had a meeting here there before
Before
we got here.
here.
That's cool.
And
That's
you
awesome.
know what? I mean, we're excited. We're pumped. We wanna push it out there, and you know, hey, it's just.
Well, you'll have to send all of y'all.
We're gonna start out with about 6 labels, just boom, right out the door.
Dude, that's cool as hell. You'll have to send us some bottles to promote on the show.
oh man, yeah. We'll take care of that. You know.
After we get done
you
introducing and
just wanna
talking
start
shit a little
coming to
bit,
Alabama a little
did y'all
more.
bring? Did y'all bring anything?
Well,
Any taste tests?
Yeah, we may have something.
May have some.
We may have
Yeah,
something.
we ain't gotta tell nobody. You know, we ain't gotta tell nobody. Hey, this is for entertainment
That's coming
purposes
from the
only on
police
this show, right? They don't know if we're telling the truth or not.
Hey man, thank y'all for having us.
Anytime.
Alabama Homegrown, Jimbo, Johnny, and you know what? I'm gonna turn it over to Ken. Let Ken tell you a little bit about Ken.
Tell me about you, Ken.
All right, I'm Ken Apple from Sampson, Alabama. Grew up about 12 miles from the Florida line. Went to high school there, grew up, went away in the Army a couple of years, came back in the mid-90s.
Thank you for your service, sir.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Been messing around with hot rods and racing since the mid-90s. Drive asphalt modified. Met these guys through some good friends of ours. Talk about it, TV people, Tanya Holcomb, Mike Moore. Met these guys about a month ago and got hooked up with them. We travel around and they support me and I support them. Got their name on the car. Couldn't be prouder to be associated with these two guys. So proud.
I couldn't change the oil on your car. There's a lot of things I'm good at in this. You know, that's a fucking lie. There's not a lot of things I'm good at in this world, but anything to do with cars is not one of them.
Amen to that.
I actually built the car that I've got now that these guys are actually on from the ground up by myself with my son.
What do you race? Dirt. I'm guessing it's dirt track, but like lake models or what is it?
Asphalt modified.
Oh shit, we don't have much of that in Georgia, or do we?
Asphalt modified is basically the same thing as a late model, just without
Okay.
the front fenders and nose on it.
Where I live at in Cochran, Georgia, there's a racetrack there, and it gets packed every other weekend or whatever. And I see how much fun folks have at them. I just can't keep my fat ass out here in the heat most of the time.
I tell you, especially with weather like this, people don't realize how bad and hard it is on the driver. We raced 2 weeks ago. One of my crew members walked up with a heat gun and just shot my seat with a heat gun. It was 150 degrees in that car.
There's no chance in hell. I had to take a break from being in the air conditioning here earlier. I was tired. We've been in Nashville recording. I was done. Yeah, there's no way I could handle that.
And you're in that car anywhere from 30 minutes to several hours at a time.
Man, you gotta be pretty good though if these old boys are a part of whatever you do.
He's our official bootlegger. We just can't tell the police that.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know what? Thinking about it like that, if a Moonshiner or anybody was gonna sponsor somebody or whatever y'all do, fucking dirt track car just makes, or asphalt car just makes the most sense. That's kind of cool when you look at it.
Hell, you know what? I just look crazy. I mean, but you know, I had a pretty good
That's
idea.
coming from police aspect.
You know, that's how moonshine
You can tell
started
he used to
back
be a
in the day.
police.
It is.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
how it started.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. I wanted to be one time, and then they told me I couldn't do drugs.
Well, my wife said I was sexy, so you know what? I just fell right into it.
And then once again, she lied to you.
You stay out of this.
You can tell y'all boys don't have no fun when y'all together. Not at all. I bet the shit talking don't stop.
Hey, you let the sun go down, the shit's gonna get really crazy.
Oh, I promise you, because, you know, whatever y'all didn't bring, I'm going to try. If anybody's listening, because this will be,
Is that a promise? Is that a promise?
man, what the fuck else am I going to do? You already got me here. I might as well get drunk.
That's right. You're lost in nowhere.
Yeah, I'm just going to tell
We done talked
everybody,
about
everywhere I go is Sneed, though.
Yeah. I mean, you.
Has he told you about his cool place he might take y'all later?
No. Hey, cut.
Cut. None of,
Hey,
I
look.
wasn't going to say it. I'm not. I'm not.
Wait. Let me enter.
He's a cop. You damn sure can't tell him.
No.
He'll have a secret
Out of it,
roadblock
Jimbo.
for us on the way there.
Let's fire it up. We can have her run off by
We're
midnight.
about to go and take a little short break right now.
It's all fun and games when time messes with everybody, but Josh can't do that shit. Oh, how long you been racing?
I've been racing all total for about 25 years.
Okay. My uncle Reggie Jones is real big into it from Georgia, and I just could never get into it. I love what y'all do. It's just I can't sit out here and I can't watch NASCAR either though. I'm like the one South Georgia boy that likes everything else that you're supposed to like country, but I can't get into NASCAR either.
And there's some people it's hard for them to get into it. There's some people get into it, they don't stay in it for different reasons. And a little story I'll tell you about happened a couple of years ago. About 4 years ago, I was actually severely burnt from my right eye to my right ankle.
Oh, shit.
Taken to UAB, stayed there for a couple of days, got out, and there's a lot of people said, man, will you ever do it again? 2 months later, I crawled back in the same car I got burned in. Raced
that's
and
cool.
wound up finishing 4th in championship points that year.
That's some bull rider shit right there.
Oh,
That's some bull rider shit.
But I will say that was the hardest thing I ever had to do, to climb back in the same seat. that
Were
I
you
was pulled out
timid
of.
when you got back in it?
For the first couple of laps, I did not want to be there.
Yeah.
But after about 5 laps, I was like, okay, I'm back. We can do
Did you
this.
feel like it was something you had to overcome, or you was gonna eat you alive?
That's a lot of what it was. If I don't get back in there and do it again, I'll never do it again.
Yeah.
And I had to make myself do it. But
So much respect to you on that one. I don't know if I could have or not.
and there's one thing I always tell people about racing. If you don't think you can race your whole career and never wreck a car, you're crazy.
Yeah.
You're going to wreck a car. I've wrecked several. I'll admit that.
See, I'm a princess. The first time somebody hit me a little too hard,
But,
I'm stopping right there and pulling into the pits and getting the hell out.
but there's one thing about it. A lot of people say, how does it feel when you wreck a car? If you're in there like you should be, you never even feel it when you're
Really?
You'll be sore the next day, but when you hit that wall, you never will feel it. You hear it.
So, what made you want to get into it? Were you just like family, or was it like you grew up like in NASCAR, or what made you want to race?
When I was a little kid, back during the 70s, my dad, before it was ESPN, Fox Sports and all that, he would sit in the front yard of his car, reading the newspaper, listening to race on the radio, and I would play in the yard with Hot Wheels cars, and Neil Bonnet was my childhood hero.
Okay.
And I happened to meet Neil Bonnet in Panama City, Florida when I was 6 years old. Had his car sitting in the mall down there. Parents took us school shopping. I was just awestruck by that car and Neil Bonnet. Mother took us in J.C. Penney's, and I'd sneak out the door and run over there where he was. And I'd talk to him after about the 5th trip. Mother come up and said, son, if you don't get in here, I'm fixing to tear your tail up. And Mr. Neil Bonnet looked at her and said, ma'am, if you know what size clothes this young man wears, leave him alone and he can stay right here with me.
That's cool, dude.
And that has had an effect on me my whole life.
That is awesome. I love stuff like I like when people. I have to tell folks on this show all the time. My goal is when I have anybody on that somebody doesn't know is the why to like you, why to go listen to all your episodes. I don't want people to be like, man, they make moonshine. I like moonshine. I'm gonna go follow them. That's not enough for me. I want them to be like, well, I want to try their moonshine.
That's right.
Like what? Like
We want people
yeah,
to try.
You like because I know a lot of people do it. The
Mike,
shit
on
that
the
y'all
other
do.
hand, you won't want to try his too well, but still.
But like you saying a while ago, it's like one that your granddaddy made. That makes me want to try it because I feel like it's a generational thing.
Yeah.
That's something that you just can't get back. And same with you in racing and everything. Like, dude, that's
Nah,
cool.
We try to take pride in what we do.
Well,
If you can't take pride in it, there's no sense in doing it.
You know, one thing Discovery Channel did, and I filmed with them multiple times. I filmed an episode of Moonshiners. I filmed the Masters of Distillers. But you know what? I always give them a Roll Tide and a War Eagle, and they never aired that. And that kind of pissed me off, to just be blunt about it, because you know what? I'm from Alabama.
They did mine.
Well, they did his, but they wouldn't let me say Roll Tide or War Eagle.
when did you do it though? It wasn't when that
I wasn't
crazy
really worried
bastard
about
lost
the
his
War
mind. What was the dude that lost his mind that went and poisoned the tumor trees?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Harvey
That was an
Updike.
Auburn fan.
Yeah.
Harvey
If it was any time around there, I understand why the hell they
Got
didn't.
too much Bama in it. That's what it is.
Yeah, well, see, I give them a Roll Tide, and I done it, but you know what?
Yeah.
What you see on TV?
They did my nephews, too, by the way.
Yeah, we can't forget about Jonathan. He's got a nephew that won. Masters of Distiller.
Actually, he would probably be about a 6th generation. I taught him for about 2 years.
Yeah.
And he got on Master Distiller and won.
Yeah, he won the Battle of the States.
Yes.
Jonathan won the Battle of the States. So, yeah, man, it's just it's a privilege and honor to represent the state and Alabama Homegrown, Jimbo, Johnny, and me, and the stuff we got going. And hey, we're just looking to take it to the next level.
That's cool. Before I feel like this guy down here at Bullfrog ruins it on the end, I just want y'all to know,
Bullfrog.
I generally usually don't like anybody from Alabama. I'm from Georgia. Every time I've ever been, I'm telling you, I don't know if I ever told y'all this. Every time when I used to go to a music festival or whatever in Alabama, I had to deal with obnoxious ass Alabama fans, and I had been a sad ass Georgia fan my whole life. So
You got a good coach from Alabama now.
Yeah, we had to fucking get Kirby. It took. I'll be 36 in 2 weeks. It took my entire life going without knowing what it was like to beat Alabama, pretty much, and get a national championship. So I just want to say to all y'all, nana boo boo right now. And I'm not one of those Georgia fans. So by the way, if we could have took Saban, I'd have took Saban. I don't hate him. I think I've hated him a lot and cussed at his ass a good bit. But y'all got everything that y'all got over here is great. I really hate that I ever had a bad taste in my mouth about folks from Alabama just because of a couple of music festivals. Because everybody I've met with y'all and everything else that's going on over here now has been the nicest folks.
Oh yeah.
Man. I was really expecting every other word out of y'all's mouth to be Roll Tide, and I was going to have to sit here and deal with it.
Nah.
I was expecting your moonshine to be called Roll Tide Moonshine.
Well, we might be working on something, but I can't tell you right now.
This has been a Josh Terry podcast. We'll catch y'all later.
You know you can't holler that.
What?
You can't holler that out in the woods.
What?
Roll Tide out in the woods. Everybody's going to damn start looking.
Why would you holler it out in the woods?
Well, I mean, hell,
Oh, because they're cooking in the wood. I get it. Give a little bit of context. You confused me. Or the beer I've been drinking all day did. I don't know which one.
Could be.
So Bullfrog, who are you and why are you with them?
Well, who am I and why am I with them?
I'm messing with you,
I'm
dude.
just a damn truck driver, but I'm here, brother.
Hell yeah, dude.
Johnny's a good friend of mine, and he introduced me to them quite a while back. And I said, you know what? I had some music stole back me when I was a kid. I had a bunch of music stole from me, and they stole the album and all that. And I started hearing it here and there and all that. And I said, I'm done with this shit. So I turned around and he won Master Stillers, and my buddy Johnny went on there, and I told him, I said, you know what? I'm gonna write y'all a song. And I rolled around about there 6 months, riding around, me and my wife hashing it out on the phone in the truck, and I come up, with a song to.
It's gonna be our new theme song.
Yeah, it's gonna be their new theme song. It's gonna come on the TV show.
I'm guessing you don't sing techno or nothing like that.
No, brother, we sing Southern.
Hell yeah. I knew I was gonna like you.
I'm further south than they are.
Where are you at in Alabama?
I am all the way from Florida, Blackwater.
Okay. How far are you from Hartford? One of Hartford, Alabama?
Hartford, Alabama.
What else is close to Hartford?
He's so far south, he don't even know where the hell that is.
It's right here at the bottom.
You
It's
heard
about
of
25
Flomaton?
miles from Hartford, so Sanford's going to be about
Foley?
50 miles
I just happen to know a musician.
Orange Beach.
I know where Orange Beach is. We're going there soon.
No,
Okay.
you got to come east from Orange
right.
Beach about 75 miles.
Okay.
I live on Blackwater Bay.
Okay, cool.
If you know where Pensacola is, it's
Yeah.
Pensacola, Milton, then Blackwater Bay. I live at the mouth of that bay.
Oh, that's cool, dude. That's cool.
Live on the edge of the National Forest.
He lives down there in the swamp.
That's right.
You kind of, I would have
Live
guessed.
down there in the swamp.
I would have guessed. We've got a musician that I'm real close with. His name's Dustin Hare, and he's from Hartford. He's one of my real good friends. We travel with him a lot. And I've been down to Geneva and all that kind of stuff down there. I don't know why the hell I can't remember that a while ago. Yeah, the guy that sings is 21 or 19? 19. I haven't met him, but I got some buddies that have played with him before. Yeah, he seems like a really good dude from what I've heard about him.
Hey, let me jump in here, not to cut Bullfrog off, but hey, September 16th in Ashland, Alabama, we're doing a benefit. Alabama Homegrown Moonshine, and we're doing a benefit for Josh and Craig. And for the people that watch Moonshiners and know Discovery Channel, Josh,
he's in a wheelchair now, right?
Josh hit a wall at 100 miles an hour and broke everything. And then Craig had a traumatic brain injury. He's had a lot of stuff. And we're doing a fundraiser in Ashland, Alabama. We got Tim's going to be there. We've got
Howard, Richard Landry. Craig will be there. Josh Owen's going to be there.
We got a bunch of people from the Moonshiner show, but we're just raising money, and all the proceeds are going to go.
We're going to split it
to these guys. We're just going to split it between Josh and Craig, and that's just Alabama trying to give back. We're just
if folks wanted to contact y'all directly, not go through us, but contact y'all directly to make a donation, how would they do that?
Well, they could go Mike Burdett, Moonshiner, Jimbo Bray.
Okay.
I mean, we're on social
They
media.
can contact us through the Alabama Homegrown Moonshine page.
Yes.
Because we have a lot of listeners that are not from Alabama.
Yeah.
I guess we're worldwide with the show. So I'm sure after some folks have seen, because even I know, I've seen pictures and stuff of him from other musicians and stuff sharing where they've been around him. I didn't know what had happened to him.
Oh yeah. Josh hit a wall at 100 miles an hour and never hit the brakes.
Racing.
It was
Was
a
that the
Daytona, it was
late-
bike week.
The
in Daytona.
late bike.
Oh, he was on a bike?
He was
Yeah.
racing the vintage class down
Yeah,
there in
vintage,
Harley
late
Davidson. He was racing the vintage
Yeah.
class at Daytona.
That is,
Josh is my buddy, and I've been with him, and I know him, and I've done events with him, and this is just something that Jimbo, Johnny, and me, and all the gang, Ken, and Bullfrog, and everybody, we just want to give back. And that's-
Moonshiners is kind of a little tight community. And
I bet y'all are.
And we're trying to help them out. They got a lot of medical bills,
Yeah.
and I don't think Josh got no insurance, and he's going through a lot. And so we might talk about TV, me, Johnny, we're trying to put on this event to help him out.
And Shane is going to be our headliner.
Oh, that's cool.
Shane
That's
Owens
correct.
is going to be our
That
headliner.
is cool, dude.
In front of Mr.
That's what he's
Hayes.
getting at when he
He's going to be in
stops.
front, and I'll be in front of both of them. I'll be in front of them September the 16th,
Yeah,
singing the song I wrote for
Junebug
them.
be in front of him.
And
I
where?
mean, Bullfrog.
And tell them where it's at again.
It's Ashland, Alabama, at Blair Farms, 165 Blair Road, Blair Farms. Just you can tag any of Jimbo, Johnny, and us. We're publicizing it, but I mean there's probably 50 or 60 meet and greet guests,
Oh yeah.
and I'm talking
Everybody.
about professional wrestlers. Chick Donovan. Who remembers Chick Donovan?
I
From the
don't.
NWA days, and he lives.
I'm
in
a big
LaGrange, so-
wrestling guy, too.
Chick Donovan.
Yeah.
And we got Danny Rowland, and we got wrestlers, we've got musicians, we've got movie stars, we got people that have been in, they have been in award-winning movies. We've got people, musicians, and there's going to be several moonshine guys there. Like I said, Tim Smith. I mean, he's my mentor, and he kind of showed me the way back 15 years ago.
Is he like the main guy? I mean,
He got it all started.
yeah,
As
right.
far as
He's the
television.
man.
Him and Tickle.
He's the man.
Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm stretching here. I'm stretching to remember my moonshine history because I ain't watched it in a hot minute. But wasn't he like a not an offspring, but like a apprentice, like Popcorn Sutton?
Well, he did business with Popcorn.
Yes.
I actually met Popcorn's
That's like
wife.
the grandfather of this shit.
Oh
right?
yeah.
That was the man.
Yeah.
And I actually met Popcorn's wife, Miss
Oh,
Pam.
that's cool, dude.
Yeah, and but Tim actually, he said, you know what? Damn, I'm tired of looking over my shoulder for the police chasing me. I'm going legal,
That's got to be a crazy
And
life.
that's what we started doing.
and that's where Alabama Homegrown comes in.
You know, we tired of looking over our shoulders. I'm too big fat to run. Yeah, I'd have to hit one of them in
I
the
fucking
back
feel
with
you,
a
bro.
stick. Let them hit the ground
Yeah.
Takes all
where
the
I can get
fun
on
out
ahead
it.
of them.
So it's just it was a privilege and honor for all of us to be on Moonshiners, to be on Master Distillers, and now we've got our own show.
I got kind of a weird question with it. Without y'all, I don't know what the statute of limitations will be on this, but you already been on TV, so we can still say it's for entertainment purposes, right?
You don't know.
Did y'all-
You
did
don't
y'all-
know if we run
Yeah.
liquor or water.
Yeah, exactly. Did y'all have such a high demand after being on the show
It's
that it was
unreal.
where you were like, I have to go legal? Like,
Well, after my show aired, the first Master Distillers, I had, matter of fact, 7 o'clock next morning,
yeah.
I had 2 older gentlemen pull up in my driveway going to buy moonshine. I ain't never
Just knew who you were.
laid eyes on these guys before. I said, I ain't got nothing here. You got to go. You know, I didn't know.
Oh, I
who they
wouldn't have
were.
sold it to him.
And then
I got a
it
buddy
started.
Carter that y'all met this weekend would have sold to him short sale.
It started that night after the show ended. How can I get that? Probably 1,000 messages a day wanting to buy it.
The best way
And it still ain't let up. And this has been 3 years, 4 years, going on 4 years.
the best way I can put it from winning
Yeah.
Master Distillers, I won Mike's Firehouse Peach Brandy,
Yeah.
being a retired fireman and all. You know what? Hey, my phone has blowed up continuously,
Yeah.
and it's life changing. People don't understand, and I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
It's just people don't understand how life changing it is to win that.
Well, will y'all explain to me, or anybody that's listening to this, just because I don't understand? Because I've never drank good moonshine. I really haven't. Like, I have not. We've got fake shit in Georgia. I'll go and tell you. There's one guy, I'm not going to say his name because I'm damn sure ain't getting him in trouble, that makes it down on a farm that I'm buddies with. And his shit it's like hot. Like, it's good, but it'll get you drunk off a damn 2 swallows of the damn thing.
If it's hot, it's usually not cool enough.
They run it too fast.
Oh, okay.
Or the condenser ain't cooling it cool enough.
Or just, I'm a bitch. It might not even be that hot or that rough going down.
If that condenser ain't running good and cold, it'll make that liquor fiery.
But with people available to go get it from the liquor store or get alcohol from the liquor store, what is kind of the obsession with moonshine when you can go to a convenience store or a liquor store and buy a different type of alcohol that's going to get you drunk still? Is it the taste that you provide? Is it just the proof?
That and the outlaw aspect of it.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't get this out of the store. I got this.
See, I like the yeah. That's kind of
somebody made it.
Yeah.
It's come from the woods.
And my take on that is, I get and I've traveled the country through with Tim and then now Jimbo and Johnny, and we're from North Carolina to Florida to Mississippi to South Carolina to Georgia, Louisiana. We're all over the place all the time. But I get the question, I don't want what you putting in the store. I want that good stuff.
Shit.
That's right.
I want that good shit. And I get that all the time.
But it's got to be the same
It's the
thing.
same
It's just the proof because you don't want to pay the extra taxes on it, right?
It's the same thing, And I've always been told from the people that taught me to this day, if you take a drink of moonshine and it burns, they don't know what to piss they're doing.
Yeah.
I just want something to burn in the race car.
Yeah. The shit that I've tasted in my life before, it feels like it could power a race car.
Burning about your belly
You know what?
and work its way up.
See, I don't think I've ever had real moonshine then. I really don't. I don't think I've ever actually had what you guys are talking about then.
Oh, you ain't never had the ninjas just kick you when you drink it? I call it ninjas. It's a whole pile of ninjas whooping your ass as you drink it.
I usually call them little people that just sneak
Ninjas,
their asses
little
up out of
ninjas.
nowhere and knock me on my ass is what happens.
This ain't about midgets.
It's little people. You can't say that shit.
Fuck them. I'll say what I want to on this show. I got fired from radio for saying what I wanted to. I can say what I want to on this. I like midget strippers. If that offends somebody, whatever.
Oh,
The joke must have went over your head, all I can tell you. Anyway, no, that's cool. And I look forward to not trying what y'all have later.
Hey, well, I'm fixing to take these boys to school on how to make some moonshine.
oh, now here comes the
Oh,
bullshit.
How
yeah.
long you set?
Here comes the bullshit. Oh,
We're gonna get us.
Yeah,
like,
pull that mic close if you can give him shit.
yeah, I want you to make sure you get all of this. What I'm
we're
fixing
gonna
to
get
say.
us 3 identical stills, just like on Master Distiller, and I want to take Mike and Johnny to school on how to make some good liquor.
We're competing.
So y'all's recipes are so different that you like.
Well, they are, but they ain't.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. That's where I think me and most people of the world get confused about what actually is moonshine and what isn't. Like it's hard to categorize it in my head, I guess.
What think
Johnny
about?
does his a different step.
Yeah.
Mike does his a different way, and I do mine a different way.
Yeah.
Basic corn, but it's all the way and somebody does it.
It's a process.
Yes.
Mash is important. Water is important. But when
Water's
you get
the
to
most important.
the water is the most important thing. And
Yeah.
see, I got a well 400 foot deep in my house. Of course, I don't run
You
in
got
my
that
house
good
anymore.
cool
Yeah,
And that's why
Pissing there
Florida's
now.
is better.
But
Yeah, have you drank the fucking water in Florida? Yeah, there's nothing but swamp piss and whatever comes out the ocean right here. It is horrible.
Very true.
now,
Here we
That's
go.
what
Here we go.
liquor's
As soon as you get to Valdosta, Georgia, the water changes. I swear to
hey,
you.
look, at that
God,
crazy, look at that
liquor
crazy
is
look
down
in
there,
his
too.
eyes.
You
Look
used
at that
drinking it
crazy
your whole life.
No, you just need to take a
The
little trip
water
to
boy will
Florida.
kick your ass for saying that.
need
That
to
is
take-
not high quality H2O at all down
It's higher
there.
quality H2O than you getting out of the mountains.
I bet that
Hey.
shit at the mountains is coming off of ice, which that's got to be pure.
I take you
Exactly.
to a 300-foot artesian well, and you tell me you had any better or any cooler
Deal.
water.
It
We'll
does
just
when it
close
comes
this
off
right now and we'll go
limestone.
there.
We keep talking about we had to be about it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I think if we can talk the owner into it, I think I'll get out here and we'll break out a damn steel and just go to running right out here in the front yard. How about that?
Challenge accepted.
Oh my! Oh, I'm in. I'm in.
I don't think you're gonna have to convince
I'm
him
not
much.
going to jail tonight.
I don't think y'all worry about that here. I think the law's gonna just ask you to give them a jug here. It sounds like my kind of police. Y'all got the good old boys
I
around
like
here.
how everybody's
I'm-
looking over their shoulder as we're talking about this.
Yeah. It's for entertainment purposes only.
That's it.
I got money in my sock. I'm good.
By the way, Ty, you had somebody sit at the table. You didn't introduce them. That's kind of rude.
Oh, well, this is Mr. Alan Smith. He's a local business.
How you doing,
owner
Mr.
right
Allen?
here.
Thank you for hanging out with us.
He's been a
Fine.
big help for the community around here and everything he's always done. Brought people in that's needed jobs or whatever right here in our damn little local town.
Oh, yes, sir. Nice to meet you.
Yes, sir.
Nice to meet you, man.
Good to meet you. Yes, sir.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming to hang out with us for a little bit.
Yeah. Sneed's a great place. You ever been here before?
I've been here about 3 times now, and I really like it.
Yeah.
I really do like it around here.
Well-kept secret. You know, I've traveled more in the last 2 years than I have in my lifetime. I still can't wait to get back home. You know.
I'm like that, but where I'm from, there's just something about, especially when you got like a small community like this.
Yeah.
It's not about just the people you know. It's home. It's not just your house is your home. It's like the whole place is your home.
Well, like I say,
and
you
I'm
try
sure-
that in a small town.
I'm sure they were checking his sanity
Yeah,
when he was
that
talking about
is
putting a restaurant in here, you know. But everybody around here's got a kind of a can-do attitude, and I think this. You look around here, and it kind of proves it. You know,
Yeah.
that, people appreciate somebody trying to do something. You know, so.
Well, everything that they've got set up and anything they brought me in to host or be part of or record shows with, it's Nashville. It's like a little. I mean, it really is. It's a little piece of Nashville without the hustle.
Yeah.
Without the trash side of it.
Yeah, I was going to say we're 50 miles from Birmingham, 50 miles from
Yeah.
Knoxville. If you want to go to town, you go to town, but you always come back home. But now they've given them an alternative to stay home. You know.
Yeah,
So,
this is. You
it's
couldn't.
kind of fun to watch.
Hell yeah, I'm excited.
Hey, man, on behalf of Alabama Homegrown, and I'm not speaking for Jimbo or Johnny, just, you know what, hey, when y'all asked us to come, and we looked at it, and I was on the internet looking around, I was like, man, that's a cool looking place. And then I seen the menu, and I was like, well, hell yes, I'm going, because I want some of that food. I mean, so, you know, I mean, it's just, it's amazing, man. I mean, we just appreciate y'all having us here.
Yes.
And, you know, it's very important. And we want to give back to Alabama. You know what? It's all about Alabama, and we want to make sure people know Alabama Homegrown Moonshine is all about Alabama. And we will be up and running in a very short order, really close to here, probably about, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes.
Yeah,
Coleman,
about 40
Alabama.
minutes.
You can get ready because here comes Jimbo and Johnny and Mike, and we fixing to turn it up a notch.
You did better than me when they invited me for the first time. I just looked where the hell it was at. And I'm from a small town. And I am from one. And I looked over there and I was like, I'm sure y'all do, just like I tried to tell them about it. When you work and do kind of the stuff we do, you get messages all day, every day about people inviting you to stuff. And like, you got to be weary. You have to, because there are so many full of shit people. And then when you get there, it's even worse when they're not good people.
Exactly.
And they don't have good stuff and they don't have a good environment. It'll make you piss the hell off that you drove, wasted a Saturday or whatever. I'm glad that I drove the 4 hours over here at first, got to meet y'all. And it's an environment that even when the artists come, for the bigger shows here and then the stuff here and having folks like the Moonshiners stuff come in, they're going to have to hear about it one time. Like colleagues of ours, we'll have to hear about it one time and they'll be like, hell yeah, I want to go over there. Like, it's a very good environment. And
You appreciate the work ethic too.
Oh, absolutely.
Everybody always asks, are you having trouble finding workers? I said, no. I mean, 'cause we're giving people alternatives. They used to have to drive to Huntsville, used to have to drive to Birmingham, and now they can stay at home and work. You know, but they've got a great work ethic too. I mean, you got your duds, but I mean, for the majority, you got good people around.
We got a dud as president, so you definitely going to get a dud as server at some point in time.
You're right.
They can make it that far. Shit, they can make it anywhere. Oh, but no, I know I appreciate it, and I know that anybody that I've had that's got to meet y'all so far appreciate it. I love what y'all doing here in Sneed. And Susan Moore.
Yeah.
Man, I've messed that up so many times. Back road parking venue. Didn't even have to think about it twice on that one.
And from Kennedy
We was in
Racing,
Nashville, and literally, y'all know who Jason Michael Carroll is? The guy that sings List of Lies. All right, so I'm getting him up on stage to play the show the other night with another big hit songwriter, Bobby Pinson, and I'm talking about them and everything. And man, I couldn't have screwed up the name of every one of the businesses more. I was all liquored up by the time this happens, though. Like when you host these 6-hour long shows in Nashville, you gonna get drunk. I'm glad I probably didn't have none of y'all shit because I probably would on the floor. But I messed it up to the point where now I feel bad and I have to look at their shirts every time or that logo up there just to make sure I don't screw it up.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate what y'all are doing. There's not enough folks, even in Macon. Macon used to be a hub for music in the South. And now I do shows there, and we're just now getting good country artists back there. We are. They're just now wanting to come back and do stuff there. What y'all are building here, and it's only 2 hours away from Nashville, a little over more. Shit.
Oh, when me and my wife pulled up, I said, I can't believe this place out here in the middle of nowhere like it is.
It's so
I said,
sneaky
this
good.
is nice looking.
And
we
the
got in there,
food.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, that's
Have y'all ate yet?
old fat kid. No, I ain't eat yet, but trust me, old fat
Oh.
kid going to.
They cooked me a steak last night. And I think the first time here, they gave me a buffet on this table of shit to try. I ate on it for like 2 days. I took it back to Georgia and ate on it. And then last night, they did me steak and this thing called, was it Farmer's Toast? Farmer's Toast, what is that? It's avocado with an egg on top on a piece of sourdough. Shit. I mean, and that's what's great about it. You got a good atmosphere, good music, good owners, good people working. It's just cool as shit. And they're bringing in cool people.
Oh, man.
I mean, I'm not counting myself when I say that. And but everybody else that y'all have seen y'all around so far, this is just a cool place to be.
Well, like I said earlier, I grew up here. We hardly had anything to do here. And now Kevin's kind of brought this into our little hometown of something to do. And for the younger generation to enjoy, where hopefully everybody's not getting in trouble doing stuff, we've got something to do bringing in the community.
Y'all,
That's awesome.
all y'all need is Uber here to keep the DUIs down, and you'd be all right leaving this bar.
How long y'all had this place up and going?
February
Is that
6th.
Yes, February 6th, we opened up.
Man, y'all have come leaps and bounds, man. I'm telling you this. And I can't wait to get in them groceries. When I get in them groceries,
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, I'm going to show out.
We have a great restaurant, but what's great is the people. Look around, see who comes in.
Yeah,
That's what
family
makes
oriented.
this place great. There's nothing on us. We just facilitate the place so that families can come, adults can come,
Right.
but it's all the patrons. That's what
Well,
makes
you know what?
me
They're going
good
to
at it.
support y'all. Y'all good people.
That's
and you know
right.
what? Good people support good people. And you got them turd heads, which he talked about his president. So I'll leave that alone.
I'm a felon. I can't vote.
I'll vote for
I got
you.
a
How about
DUI,
that?
and I done beat the shit out of like 3 people when I was 18. I can't do nothing right.
But no, man, thank y'all again for having us. I mean, Alabama Homegrown, and Johnny's tied up in some meeting stuff, and me and Jimbo, and as we move forward, we got Ken, he's our bootlegger, and we got Bullfrog, he's our musician. We're gonna turn him loose out here on stage here in just a little bit and let him go.
Well, before we get off here, do
Yep.
y'all have anything that me and Ty and Kevin can sample at the table?
I think you might have a little bit. You know, a police is going to carry.
The what?
A police always going to carry.
Oh, yeah. If you got something, we'll try it on there.
Hey, once we get off the air, you just come see me, and we'll see what we can do
Okay,
about
that's
that. How
fine.
about
That's
that?
how the shit gets started right
Yeah,
there.
that's exactly how the shit gets started right there.
All right, we're going to take a vote.
We'll do it. Oh, no, don't do that to me. I'm not lying, because they both look like they might kick my ass. I ain't about that life. It'll be equally as good. I know better. I'm trying to build relationships with people in Alabama. I damn sure ain't going that fucking route. That just seems like where we're from, like somebody slapping your mama. I am not doing that shit. But I want to thank all y'all for hanging out with us for a little bit.
Yeah, I've had a great
Hope it was
time.
fun. Love to have y'all come back anytime that we do stuff over here in Alabama.
Sure.
I know they've got some good stuff. We got some good shows coming up in November and October out there at Back Road Park. And got some more good stuff coming out tonight. This episode will come out on Monday. Otherwise, I would say, Bullfrog, they come down here and listen to you now. I'm excited to hear. You with that beard, you better be able to sing or it's going to hurt my feelings.
I got this song together last night with a guitar player probably about 11:30. And they listened to it for the first time today. So, yeah, this will be the first time it's been performed besides the rough draft on the show.
Those
when
are,
they told me
those
I
are
was
usually my favorites.
I'd gonna have to do it. And I mean, I was soaking wet, and we walked into a freezing room, and I got her out. So,
Yeah, well,
We're gonna-
actually, we recorded a episode of Alabama Homegrown when he
Right.
done it.
We did.
right. And
We
I
did.
come in and sang the song to him because we got rained out at the concert.
Yeah.
A podcast? Or
No,
what is it?
TV show.
Okay, cool.
It was actually
Yeah,
talk
Well,
about
I didn't know
TV.
you said recorded it in an hour. I was like,
actual-
there's no way you can record
yeah,
a TV show in an
actually
hour.
talk about it TV.
And that's another thing about our TV show. It's unscripted, uncut. What you see is what you get.
That's right.
That's how this show comes out. There ain't no other way.
You know, there ain't no editing it and editing this out and adding this. What we do right there, if we mess up, that's what you see us mess up.
Yes, sir.
You know, and I like it.
That's how I am.
You know.
I like the real in people.
That's the way
Like,
life is.
Yeah, I don't want to see the fake side of you. I don't want to see you
And
all
that's
makeup
what
up.
sets us apart from Moonshiners.
Is Moonshiner scripted? Or was it?
I actually filmed one episode on there, and it was not scripted when I filmed Moonshiners.
Yeah.
But
There's probably guidelines if you don't want to say scripted. Kind
Yeah.
of stuff they might want you to throw in there.
Yeah.
and we've been contacted here in the last little bit as far as I seen something and I sent it to Jimbo a day or two. Moonshiners has been canceled,
Yeah.
Yes.
and we don't know. We don't
And
can't confirm or deny
well,
that.
And you can go ahead and tell them about us being the co-producers
Yep.
of the Moonshine Show. We've got all the say-so about the moonshine part of it. And we've had some of the moonshiners from Moonshiners reaching out to us, wanting to know how they can film with us.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Y'all let them know how to find us. Let them
Yeah,
know, go on their
yeah.
device and download the TV app. And
There you have it.
Yeah,
That's
make
right.
sure you got your
Talk about
social
it,
media
TV on
handles
your
on
roof.
there.
Yeah, they can check us
Oh,
out
yeah.
on Talk About It TV.
Yeah.
On Roku, just go to Talk About It TV, put it in there, and there we are.
AlabamaHomegrown.com, Mike Burdett Moonshiner.com, Jimbo Bray, JohnnyGriffiths.com, and you can find us. We're easy to find, and we just gonna move forward with a program to make sure that people understand that we're not no BS. We're doing it the right way. We're making sure people understand, and we're respecting the heritage, and then we go legal. And the whole show, I mean, the owners of the show, they told us from the beginning, we want y'all to go from the woods, and we want y'all to go legal, and we want to film the whole process.
The last question I'll ask, is there people that just refuse to do that? They want to stay the backwoods way?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
but we tired of looking over our shoulders.
Yeah.
I would be. I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. I don't. I damn sure.
You know,
I've been in trouble before. I don't want to ever be in trouble
Why
again.
select few when you can sell to the whole country?
Yeah, exactly. Makes so much more sense. Especially if you got a good product.
Yes.
Yeah, especially if your stuff's good. Yeah. Well, dudes, I thank each and every one of y'all for hanging out with me for a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
Music's
it's
about to
enjoyed it.
start. It's going to be a good time.
Hey, privilege
so,
and honor.
if
Thank you so much.
anybody's got anything else they want to drop real fast, now would be the time.
Yeah, from Ken Apple
I
Racing.
appreciate some of us being here, all the Moonshiners being here,
Oh, yeah.
right here in Sneed, Alabama, along with Alan Smith, a
Yes,
big,
sir.
big community guy right here that employs a lot of people from right here in town. And like I say, it's the people like that that keeps these small towns going in a business like this. And then with people like the Moonshiners right here, at some point in time, all these small people, we grow on stuff like this, and I love it. Like I say, we wouldn't be the people we are without our neighbors.
That's correct.
So, like I say, I want to thank everybody
Thank
for,
you. Thank
for
you
the
for having
part that we
Thank
do.
you so much, man. It's
Absolutely.
an honor to be here. Thank you
You
so
got
much.
anything you want to say, Kevin?
And
All right, folks. Well, that's how you end the show. That was very good, Ty. Very proud of you. Thank y'all for listening to the Josh Terry Podcast. We will catch y'all next time.